Terrifier 3 is making fans throw up and walk out of the theater within the first 10 minutes. It had its world premiere screening in the UK yesterday, and 11 total people walked out of the movies before the first 10 minutes was over. Now listen, I've seen The Circle 9, All Hallows Eve, Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, and you're telling me that this is that much more extreme, that people are legitimately throwing up in their seats? This movie's gotta be insane. Now listen, when this movie was first announced, Damien Leone said specifically that the first 10 minutes of the film is going to be the most insane thing we've ever seen Art the Clown do. And I guess with the fact that 11 people walked out of the theaters, he really did his big one. On top of that, when walking into the theater, there is a massive warning. It says, warning, this film has extreme violence and extreme gore. If you feel yourself getting sick, grab one of our medical staff because they're all trained in first aid. You have a full team on standby, ready for people to start fainting, throwing up, and walking out of the theaters, all because of your movie? That's just insane to me. I also almost forgot to mention the fact that they give out barf bags when walking into this premiere. You actually get a physical bag that says if you feel sick, you can throw up in this bag, because we know you're gonna get sick. Now listen, Terrifier 2 was pretty extreme with some of the kills, especially with the bedroom scene. But from what I've heard from other people who have seen the film, they say that every single kill in this movie is more insane than the bedroom scene. I don't know how that's humanly possible, if I'm being completely honest, because that movie was one of the most gory movies I've seen, besides Saw, in a very long time. Now listen, I enjoyed it. I love the backstory. I love Art the Clown. I love the characters, but this is gonna be crazy. We also got some news this morning saying that Terrifier 3 has been banned in France for anyone under the age of 18. And it's one of the first movies to be banned since 2006's Saw 3 for the extreme gore and extreme violence. Now listen, you know a movie's gotta be crazy if it's being banned in other countries, especially after the world premiere screening just happened. Now most of the time when a movie is rated R, it means that people under the age of 18 can't see it anyways. Well, from what I'm being told, when the movie is released, it's gonna be released in NC-17, which is the rating above rated R, meaning that it's more or less unrated. So from what I understand, when it's released in theaters this week, it's gonna be unrated, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Now all in all, everything I can grasp from this film is the fact that 11 people walked out, a ton of people threw up, and the fact that it's now banned in France. Damien Leone did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He wanted to make this movie more extreme than Terrifier 2, give us more backstory than Terrifier 2, let us know the characters a bit more, because of the fact that they have a lot bigger budget. You gotta think, this movie was made on a $2 million budget. The other movies were chump change compared to this. The fact that he now has an actual set, he's able to play around with the kills a little bit more, things are gonna get diabolical. Now to touch on the people that walked out of the theater, they've either A, never seen a Terrifier movie, or B, didn't realize how much of a step up this movie would be compared to Terrifier 2. Piggybacking off of that, I'm going to see this movie this Thursday. I'm gonna be seeing it a day early at 8 p.m. And I am telling you right now, if someone in the theater with me, throws up or walks out, he did exactly what he wanted to do, and best believe it's gotta be a part of the review. Because if I'm sitting there and the person next to me throws up, I'm not only gonna be mad, it's just gonna be insane, because I've never actually seen someone throw up because of a movie. Yes, I've been disgusted. Yes, my stomach is hurt. Yes, I felt like I wanted to throw up with some of these absolutely ridiculous movies that have come out over the last couple years. But bro, actually throwing up in the theater, that's crazy. But all in all, I'm really excited. I wanted to get this little bit of an update out for you guys because I saw this news this morning and I was like, man, they have to know that it's not only banned in France, but people are walking out of the theater on top of them throwing up, which is more or less the same thing that happened when Terrifier 2 came out. People were fainting, people were throwing up, people were walking out of the theaters, but that was all alleged. This was at the actual premiere of this movie where people were passing out, throwing up, and walking out of the theaters. And it just genuinely gets me excited. But hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video, and if you did, don't forget to smack a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. Comment down below what else you guys want to see on the channel. With all that being said, guys, my name is Chris, and of course, I will catch you guys in the next one.